Today's episode is for a very specific person. It is for the person that feels that Christmas is an empty time. They feel alone and, well, empty. You're the person that I want to speak to today. Like, share, and subscribe. Hate saying that. Let's dive in. Let's see what happens. Welcome to Mark My Words. Mark My Words is the story of my journey from a place where I was shattered to where I could live again. It's a weird time of the year. It feels like it's the time of the year that you're supposed to be happy. And if you're not happy, things are a million times worse than they should be. And there's going to be a particular kind of person that is going to be struggling this year. And generally, it's a person with mental illness problems. And generally, they're going to feel so completely and utterly empty and alone. They might be in a crowd of people and they feel unnoticed. Might have just been hugged by half a dozen people. But because people don't see the pain inside us, our reality, we can often feel misunderstood. And that leads to frustration, that leads to anger, that leads to bitterness. Then you feel bad because you don't feel good. You feel bad because you're not reciprocating everybody's joy, feel left out, and it hurts so much more. What I want to try and do today is I just want to try and speak to the person that's going to feel like that. I want to speak to you who feels like you are going to be completely left out, that people aren't going to understand how you feel. They're not going to understand what you're going through, and you're going to feel like you're completely alone. I just want to assure you that you're not. You aren't alone. I'm doing pretty good with my mental health at the moment. I've got certain struggles, things that my mind's fighting me on. But I'm going to go and I'm going to be able to have a nice Christmas day. I'm going to see people. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to have another car there so I can drive home when I'm full. And by that, I mean when my mental health starts attacking me, starts saying horrible things to me, I'm just going to get out of there. I'm going to leave the situation which is starting to cause me distress. And that can be as simple as everybody's just sitting around talking, and you're sitting by yourself and you don't have the energy or inclination or the knowledge how to join in and have a conversation as well. You might be sitting at a Christmas table, popping poppers, people are talking around you, you might be smiling, you might be looking happy, but you also know that nobody knows how much your heart is hurting. Well, the thing about that is you're not alone. You and I might never meet in person. We certainly probably won't spend Christmas together. But I understand what you're going through. I understand how much it hurts. And it's hurt upon hurt upon hurt. You already feel bad because of your mental illness. Then everybody's supposed to be happy and you're not, so you feel bad about that. Then you start to feel guilty about how you're making your family feel. You're starting to feel like you miss out. You've missed something that everybody else is clued in on and you're not invited to. That's not the case. Your mind is going to be lying to you over the next couple of days. It's going to be telling you horrible things. But just understand that if you keep doing the work that you have to do, and we all know what that work is, keep taking your pills, speak to people when you have to, get your support network around you, make them understand a little bit of what you're going through, set in escape routes for yourself. So Christmas Day, I'm going to show up and I'm going to have about 2 great hours in me. I'm going to be able to laugh. I'm going to be able to have fun. And then my mental health is going to kick in and I'm going to start turning on myself. And that joyful time is going to turn horrible because I'm sitting there making myself go through it. But I'm going to give myself permission. My wife's given me permission to just leave. Just do the Irish goodbye. Just you're there 1 minute, the next minute you're not. And if people ask, my wife will just say, hey, you just needed to go. Everybody go, okay, I understand that. We understand that he's living with stuff that, we possibly can't understand. Now, there's going to be people listening to this and you're going to be comparing yourself to me and you're going to be, well, you've got your wife, you've got a family that understands, you've got this, you've got that, you've got this. Everybody's got something that we don't have, a support mechanism, an ability, access to care. But it's not about comparison. It's just about doing the best that you can do through this season. There might be somebody watching this that is thinking, well, I'm not going to get to see anybody this Christmas. There's nobody to talk to. Nobody knows what it feels like to feel this alone. Well, the fact is I do. I do know what it feels like to be that alone because I have been alone. I only have all these things that I'm going to do because of the work that I've had to put in. Hasn't come naturally, hasn't come easily. But just know, if you're sitting alone this Christmas, maybe nobody will get you a present. I've been there. And I get that. I've also been in the room with 30 people feeling absolutely alone, feeling judged, feeling hated, hating myself. For you that's sitting there saying, Mark, I've got nothing. Christmas Day, honestly, let's think about it. It's just another day. Maybe it's time to think about what you believe. Maybe it's time to start going, maybe there's something more out there, something bigger than myself. I don't know. There is no magic bullet. There's no easy answer. There's no perfect message. The best message, the best thing that I can say to you is that I'm going to be here next week. And I hope you are too. I sincerely do. Don't let the idea that you're missing out on things dictate how your mental health is going to go today, and tomorrow, and the next day. Surviving, as I said before on a show earlier this year, is not a passive act. When you talk about stories of survival, survival is fighting. Survival is being determined to make it through. You don't just passively survive something through luck. And if you do, you'll buy a lottery ticket. Being there tomorrow and the day after that is not an act of weakness or passiveness. It shows how strong you are. I do hope that everybody out there gets touched just a little bit this Christmas by care, by love, by acceptance. It might be a terrible time of the year. And I 100% get that. But just remember, Christmas Day is just another day. And I hope that you choose to stay another day. Really do. Hey, to everyone out there, I honestly want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I do hope that you're doing well. To my Jewish listeners, shalom. My heart is still breaking for the people that were murdered in Bondi. My heart still breaks for what the Jews have had to put up with in the last 2-3 years. There's nothing I can say or do in that realm. We all know that. But I do. I just hope that this holiday season gets better from here and that you can find some joy. I very much hope that I'll be speaking to you again next week. I'll be here. I hope you are too. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to Mark My Words. I'd like to thank my producer, Meredith Brosnan, and also Torian, Kevin, and Lorraine. And I can't forget the band Adelaide, who allows us to use their song as our theme.